The joke landed hard. My brother leaned back in his chair, smiling wide. "So," he said, tapping his glass, "should we even ask him? He'll just agree with whatever we decide." The table erupted. Laughter bounced off the walls. Forks clinked. Someone slapped the table. I smiled too. I always did. But something inside my chest tightened, because I realized right then that nobody expected me to matter. Not tonight. Not ever. It wasn't new. At family dinners, I had a role. The quiet one. The agreeable one. The one who didn't make waves. When decisions came up, money, plans, futures, I was decorative. Someone would ask, "You're good with that, right?" And before I could answer, they'd move on. I told myself it was fine. But it wasn't. That night, they were deciding something big. A shift, a restructure. Something that would affect all of us. My father spoke like it was settled. My sister nodded. My brother smiled. No one looked at me. I waited. They didn't notice. And that was when I understood I wasn't being ignored by accident. I'd learned early not to interrupt. As a kid, speaking up meant being corrected, or laughed at, or told, "Let the adults handle it." So I adapted. I listened. I absorbed. I stayed quiet. They thought silence meant weakness. They were wrong. On the drive home, my wife finally said it. "They don't take you seriously." I kept my eyes on the road. "I know," I said. "Why do you let them?" she asked. I didn't answer, because the truth was, I didn't think I had a choice. I lay awake that night, not angry, not hurt, clear. I replayed the laughter, the assumptions, the way decisions happen without me. And I realized something simple. If I stayed quiet, nothing would change. I didn't confront anyone. I prepared. I reviewed documents I'd ignored before, paid attention where I hadn't, asked questions, quiet ones, not to challenge, to understand. They didn't see it coming, because they never watched me closely. The next dinner felt normal. Same seats, same jokes. My brother laughed again. But this time, I didn't smile right away. I listened, measured, waited, and when they moved to decide without me, I cleared my throat. When I cleared my throat, the room froze. My brother stopped mid-sentence. My sister blinked like she hadn't heard me right. "I have a question," I said. Simple, calm. My father looked surprised. "Go ahead." I asked about the numbers, the timing, the long-term plan. No one answered right away, because no one expected me to ask. My brother chuckled. "Don't overthink it," he said. "We got handled." This time, the laughter was thinner. "I'm not overthinking," I replied. "I'm trying to understand." The table went quiet. I wasn't defensive. I wasn't angry, and that made them uneasy. The conversation moved on, but something had shifted. My sister kept glancing at me. My father slowed his words. They weren't laughing anymore. Later, as plates were cleared, I heard my brother whisper, "What's gotten into him?" I almost smiled. The next week, decisions were made faster, without notice, without discussion. Emails sent late, calls I wasn't on. It was quiet resistance. They weren't confronting me. They were testing whether I'd fade back. I didn't. One afternoon, my father called, just to check in. "You've been more involved lately," he said. "Yes," I replied. "I should have asked sooner," he admitted. That was new. At the next dinner, my brother pushed. "You're not seriously trying to run things now, are you?" I met his eyes. "I'm trying to make sure things don't fail," I said. Not a challenge. A statement. The room held its breath. That night, my wife looked at me differently. "You didn't back down," she said. "I wasn't going to," I replied. She nodded slowly. "I think they underestimated you." I exhaled. "So did I said. The next meeting was tense. My brother talked over me. My sister dismissed my input. I waited. Then I calmly finished my point. No apology. No retreat. The room went still. They hadn't corrected me. They'd exposed themselves. I noticed it slowly. Meetings moved without notice. Decisions already handled. Plans shared after they were finalized. No one announced it. They just stopped including me. It was meant to send a message. I received it. I didn't confront anyone. I watched who spoke to whom, who forwarded what, who avoided eye contact. Patterns appeared. They weren't organized. They were scared. My sister cornered me after dinner. "You're pushing too hard," she said. "I'm standing where I should have stood years ago." I replied. She shook her head. "You're going to break something." I met her gaze. "Maybe," I said, "but not myself." That night, my wife hesitated before speaking. "I don't want you hurt," she said. "I've been hurt quietly for a long time," I replied. She sat with that. Then she nodded. "I trust you," she said. That mattered more than she knew. It finally surfaced. A proposal sent without my input. A plan rushed forward. They assumed approval would come automatically. It didn't. Things stalled. Questions piled up. They hadn't realized how much now passed through me. My brother called late. "You didn't have to block this," he said. "I didn't block anything," I replied. I asked for clarity. Silence. "Since when do you care this much?" he asked. I smiled faintly. "I always did," I said. "My father asked me to stay after dinner." "I underestimated you," he said. Not defensively. Not proudly. Honestly. "I didn't speak because no one asked," I replied. He nodded slowly. "That's on me," he said. That night, I understood something clearly. I could retreat now, restore comfort, or I could keep moving forward. I chose forward. Not loudly, not angrily. Completely. The final gathering. No one joked. No one rushed to speak. They waited. That alone told me everything had changed. My brother finally broke the silence. "We need to make a decision tonight," he said. I nodded. "Yes," I replied. "We do." I spoke calmly, not emotionally, not defensively. I laid out what worked, what didn't, what would happen next. No accusations, no reminders of the past, just reality. No one interrupted me, because authority doesn't need volume. My sister spoke softly. "I didn't think you wanted this responsibility," she said. "I wanted fairness." I replied. This came with it. My brother stared at his plate. My father nodded once. "You've earned this," he said. The room exhaled. Later that night, my wife sat beside me. "You didn't change," she said. "I stopped hiding," I replied. She smiled. "I'm proud of you." That mattered more than winning any argument. Weeks passed. Decisions came to me naturally now, not because I demanded them, because everyone adjusted. The jokes never returned, not out of fear, out of respect. I didn't control the table. I helped guide it. I still sit at the same dinner table, same chairs, same people. But when choices matter, they pause, they ask, they listen. I never raised my voice, never humiliated anyone. I just stopped shrinking. I was the joke at the dinner table until I became the decision maker.